Beneath the streets of Los Angeles, beneath the concrete and steel and the weight of millions of lives, there may be something else, something ancient, something built not by any civilization history has recorded, but by one that retreated underground thousands of years ago and left behind tunnels, chambers, vast reserves of gold, and a room containing 37 massive slabs that allegedly document the entire origin of the human race. In 1934, a mining engineer was granted official permission by the city of Los Angeles to dig for it. What stopped him was not disbelief, it was water. George Warren Shufelt was not a dreamer. He was a precision man, a mining engineer with a reputation built on technical work and logical thinking. In 1933, he developed a device he called an X-ray machine, though it resembled nothing in any laboratory. A pendulum suspended inside a cylindrical glass case connected by copper wires mounted within a black box. To observers, it looked like a sophisticated dowsing instrument. To Shufelt, it operated on a newly discovered principle capable of detecting chemical, electrical, and physical properties miles beneath the Earth's surface. He began scanning Los Angeles. Day after day, he moved across the city, letting the device read what lay hidden beneath layers of soil and stone. Then one day, in the central area of the city, his machine began mapping something that stopped him completely. Not a mineral deposit, not a natural cave formation. A structure. Something organized, something designed. What his device revealed was a vast network of tunnels stretching beneath Los Angeles in a carefully organized labyrinth. Not random passages, but a deliberate system of corridors and chambers extending for miles, reaching as far as Mount Washington and passing beneath Santa Monica Bay. Large enough, he estimated, to house 5,000 people living entirely underground. The chambers contained gold in shapes and angles too precise to be natural. He mapped the entire system carefully, but could not determine its purpose alone. He found answers in a Hopi elder known as Chief Little Greenleaf, who responded not with science, but with legend. The elder described a civilization that existed thousands of years ago, ancestors of the Maya known as the Lizard People, a name tied to their reverence for reptiles as symbols of survival. This civilization was advanced far beyond what history credits to ancient cultures. Their world was destroyed by a massive wave of fire that swept across the surface and erased everything above ground. The survivors went down. Using a chemical process that softened rock, they carved tunnels and chambers beneath the earth with extraordinary precision, reinforcing the walls with a concrete stronger than anything known to modern construction. What they built was not simply a refuge. It was a complete civilization designed for permanent survival, with food storage chambers, resource vaults, and spaces built to outlast the world above. Among these spaces was a chamber Shufelt called the Key Room. Inside it were 37 massive gold slabs inscribed with the documented history of humanity itself. The origins of the human race, preserved in gold, sitting beneath a city that did not yet exist when they were placed there. Shufelt brought his maps to city authorities. In early 1934, he was granted official permission to excavate. Drilling began near North Hill Street. The story spread immediately. Crowds gathered. The press descended. Workers drilled deeper until, at approximately 300 feet, the soil became saturated with water, unstable and dangerous. The excavation threatened to collapse. The work stopped. No tunnels were reached. No gold was found. The crowds dispersed, the press moved on, and funding disappeared. Shufelt abandoned the site with his maps unverified and his machine unproven. In 1957, he died in poverty. His device vanished with him, leaving no record of its existence. What remains is the question his story never answered. The tunnels were never found because the excavation never reached them. But they were never disproven either. Beneath one of the largest cities in the world, beneath a century of construction and development, something may still be waiting. Exactly where Shufelt said it was.